What's going on, people, and welcome back to another Premier League predictions for Game Week 3. Apologies about the lighting in here. It has days like this where it's just crazy, so I know that there's a bit of a glare and stuff, but it is what it is. You have to just deal with it. I've got to deal with it. So, Friday night kicks off the Game Week 3. 8 o'clock kickoff, we've got Chelsea versus Luton. I like Luton's story. I feel like they deserved to come up last year. I watched them in the playoffs and stuff, and they've definitely got a lot of fight in them, a lot of togetherness, but they're not going to have the depth this season or the quality for me. I feel like they'll lose a lot of games, and I've gone for them to lose this 3-0 to Chelsea. Chelsea at home, they're needing some points to sort of kickstart their season a bit more than the start they've got off to. It's not been terrible for them, but they'll definitely want to get 3 points in this game, and I think that they will. I'm going with a 3-0 Chelsea win. Going into Saturday's games then, we've got a 12:30 kickoff with Bournemouth versus Tottenham. I've gone with an away win to Tottenham in this one. I've been pretty impressed with Tottenham in their 2 opening games, to be fair, and obviously just beat United, and I thought we would get something from that game, but they deserve to win it in the end, so you have to give them props. I feel like they've got a sudden burst of enthusiasm and a bit of youth come into their team, with a few experienced heads in there as well. So I've been quite impressed with them so far. Bournemouth, bit hit and miss, new manager. I think that they'll survive this season, but we'll have to wait and see if they have a good season like they did last year. But I've gone for them to lose this one against Tottenham. 3-1 away win for me for Tottenham in this one. 3 o'clock kickoffs then, we've got Arsenal versus Fulham. I like Fulham and what they do, but just been beaten by Brentford, and I feel like Arsenal at the Emirates will be too strong for them. 2-0 Arsenal for me in that one. Brentford versus Crystal Palace. I've gone with a home win in this one to Brentford, but I think this will be one of the games of the weekend. Brentford-Palace. I like Palace's team and I like Brentford's team. Obviously, it's a shame that Elise is out missing at the moment for Palace, because I think he makes a huge difference. But they have Eze, but they definitely do need a striker in my opinion. And Brentford, I feel like at home, quality team, togetherness, crowd behind them. I feel they're getting the 3 points in this one. 2-0 Brentford for me. Everton versus Wolves. I think this will probably be the worst game of the weekend. Lack goals. Both of these teams desperately lack goals. Just feel like their overall squads are not great. They're both struggling. So I don't see there being any goals in this one, if I'm honest. I think it'll be a boring 0-0. Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. I've gone with a draw. A lot of people seem to think that United are just going to rock up and get the 3 points in this one. But I think we've got off to a bad start this season. I know we got 3 points against Wolves, but I feel like we were lucky too. And I don't think we deserve to get anything from the Tottenham game, which we didn't. So Forest, I think under Cooper, I think that they're going to have just as good a season as they did last year, if not better. So I personally don't think this game is going to be a cakewalk, and I feel like a lot of people do, a lot of United fans do. Hopefully we can get the 3 points, but I'm going with a draw in this one. 2-2. 5:30 kickoff, last one on Saturday. Brighton versus West Ham. West Ham coming off a good win against Chelsea, which I don't think a ton of people saw coming, including myself. And Brighton, though, under Serbi, what he's doing there, I'm a big fan of them, and I feel that they're doing enough to get the 3 points in this one. So I'm going with a 2-1 home win to Brighton. Moving into Sunday's games then, we've got Burnley versus Aston Villa at 2 o'clock. And I've gone with an away win to Villa in this one, 3-1. I feel like Burnley will survive this season, but just. I've got them in at 16th place in my table prediction. So I think they'll do just about enough to claw on to safety. And Villa didn't get off to the best of starts, but I feel like they're come good, obviously. Under Emery, I feel like they have enough quality. Won their last game as well, so I think that they got a little bit of momentum coming into this one, and I think they get the 3 points against Burnley. So 3-1 away win. Sheffield United versus Man City. Even though it's at Sheffield, I don't think that it's going to make a difference. I think City have got that much quality. I've actually gone with a 5-0 away win to Man City in that one. And at 4:30 to finish off Game Week 3, we've got Newcastle versus Liverpool. Some classic games over the years. I've actually gone with a home win to Newcastle to edge it out. I've gone 2-1. I just think at St James's Park, Liverpool haven't got off to a massive super start this season. Neither have Newcastle, but I feel like at home that will help them a lot in this game, and I feel like the pressure will get to the players from the fans on the Liverpool players. And I just feel like that will spur Newcastle to strive and succeed and get the 3 points and edge out this game against a decent, big side with a huge history. I feel like Newcastle will win this one. 2-1 Newcastle. So that is it for my Game Week 3 predictions, guys. Let me know yours in the comments. Looking forward to it. Let me know who your team has and if you fancy the 3 points for your side this week. Catch you guys soon.